The Cold War was a period of political and military tension between the Western powers led by the United States and the Eastern powers led by the Soviet Union, lasting from 1947 to 1991. It was characterized by a state of hostility and competition between the two superpowers, with a number of proxy wars fought in various parts of the world. The Cold War began in the aftermath of World War II, as the United States and the Soviet Union emerged as the two dominant powers in the world. The two sides were ideologically opposed, with the United States advocating for democracy and capitalism, while the Soviet Union supported communism. The tension between the two sides was exacerbated by the fact that the Soviet Union was expanding its sphere of influence in Eastern Europe, while the United States was trying to contain communism. One of the defining moments of the Cold War was the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962. The Soviet Union had placed nuclear missiles in Cuba, which posed a direct threat to the United States. After a tense standoff, the Soviet Union agreed to remove the missiles in exchange for a promise from the United States not to invade Cuba and the removal of American missiles from Turkey. The Cold War also saw a number of proxy wars fought in various parts of the world. In Korea, the United States and its allies fought against North Korea and China, while in Vietnam, the United States fought against North Vietnam and its communist allies. These conflicts were often fought by proxy, with each side supporting opposing factions in these countries. The Cold War also saw a nuclear arms race between the United States and the Soviet Union. Both sides developed and tested increasingly powerful nuclear weapons, which created a state of mutually assured destruction. The fear of nuclear war was a constant presence during the Cold War and led to a number of arms control agreements, such as the Strategic Arms Limitation Talks, SALT, and the Anti-Ballistic Missile Treaty. The Cold War came to an end in the late 1980s and early 1990s, with the collapse of the Soviet Union and the end of communist rule in Eastern Europe. The fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 marked the symbolic end of the Cold War. The United States emerged as the sole superpower in the world, and the world entered a period of relative peace and stability. In conclusion, the Cold War was a period of political and military tension between the Western powers led by the United States and the Eastern powers led by the Soviet Union. It was characterized by a state of hostility and competition between the two superpowers, with a number of proxy wars fought in various